Hey guys, it's your girl Ian, and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Queens. We have with me here the very beautiful and widely requested, by the way, and dami nag-request sa'yo, Miss Universe Philippines 2023, Agusan del Norte.
Hi,
Jannarie Zarzoso. Sorry, take two na, pero yes, Zarzoso.
Zarzoso. It's like A tapos O-O.
Yes, Zarzoso.
Yeah.
But I'll call her Hannah for this interview because friends na kami. But today, I watched you do your shoot, watched you in action, and you're very highly requested by a lot of pageant fans. They want to get to know you more. So ngayon, that's what we want to focus on. And I want to know about your story.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to ask you before anything else, how did you get into pageantry?
So when I was in second grade, I had my first ever pageant. I remember it vividly. It was Buwan ng Wika. Yeah, the usual school pageant.
Mutya, ganon.
Hindi, Buwan ng Wika talaga.
May
Yeah.
pageant.
Parang, bini-bini, lakan at lakambini. Yes, lakan at lakambini ng parang Buwan ng Wika. So I was in second grade, and then my mom saw potential in me of becoming a beauty queen. So she let me join it. So I was a second grade, ha? And then I was up against first, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And then
Nanalo
I won.
ka?
Yeah.
At 8 years old?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh my
Yeah. So I beat the other years way before yung parang higher years than me, and that kind of gave me encouragement.
So you've been a pageantera ever since. Have you joined many pageants since second grade?
Well, I haven't joined that many pageant. I won't say that I'm a contestera because I saw how rigorous it is to be in a pageant. You know, my mom was my first coach in second grade, okay? And then my training that time was, I feel like, parang Aces and Queens level na training.
Talaga ba? Stage
No.
mom?
Yeah, stage mom. But I remember her, I remember myself being in her office, and then she would list a set of questions and tell me, study that and research for the answer, and I will question you. That's every day until the pageant. And so I also practiced my talent. That time I was like a pipit, and then I was such a risk taker kasi there was like a bamboo. And then I had like mga backup dancers pa. So pumunta talaga ako sa tuktok ng bamboo, and then I had like a free fall.
At
At 8 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, yun, parang like the quality of training and preparation that I do to join a pageant is from that on sa beginning.
Dedication talaga ever
Dedication.
since. So I'm guessing coming into Miss Universe Philippines, talagang pinag-preparean mo rin, and you had a lot of time to think about, okay, this year I'm gonna join.
Yeah.
Anong naging turning point mo that made you decide, okay, 2023 is the year I join Miss Universe Philippines?
So, when I was in, second grade, I joined my next pageant at 6th grade. That was kind of traumatizing for me. Kasi parang I lacked preparation that time, and I felt like the amount of effort that I gave to that pageant was not compensated with the results. So in high school, hindi ako nag-join ng pageants. And then I swore to myself that whenever I do join pageants, I need to have a specific purpose on why I should join. So when I gave pageantry another shot when I was in college, but I always had that urge to want to become Miss Universe, and that happened in 6th grade. But yun nga, I had like
Napakaaga ng awakening.
Yeah. I had the urge of joining Miss Universe Philippines this year because it rooted back to my mom. Last May, I asked her, "Ma, what should I do?" It's like I was doing stuff that other people would always tell me to do, but I felt like I wasn't doing stuff that I really wanted to do. And I went back to my core, went back to the question on what do I really want to become and what makes me happy and what am I passionate about. And so I listed this set of things that what is my dream job? And so my dream job is to speak about the causes that is close to my heart, such as children's rights, and then psoriasis awareness. I dream of traveling. I dream of talking to a lot of people. I dream of influencing other people in a particular platform other than my parents who are police officers. They have their way of influencing people in their circle, but I wanted to pave my own path, and I really see that in pageantry. And so all the boxes ticked in Miss Universe, so I really feel like this is the job that I want. And so I'm working hard for it.
That's incredible that you mentioned it's a job, because at the end of the day, joining Miss Universe Philippines is an application for this very specific role in the organization. And then when you join Miss Universe, it's another job application for the big organization na talagang ang dami mong kakausapin, ang dami mong i-represent, and that's amazing that you look at it that way. Na talagang, I'm trying to get a role that we're applying for. I wanted to ask about, since you talked about your advocacies, children's rights and psoriasis awareness. And actually, I was looking through your social media. One of the pinned posts was this hearing where you were speaking about psoriasis, your experience with psoriasis. So, was it in Congress?
Yeah, it was in the House of Representatives.
That's amazing. Yeah. How was that experience?
It was surreal for me because years ago, 5 years ago exactly, I was just sharing my story on social media, just posting barely on 1,000 followers. And then I was there, I couldn't believe it, that I was actually speaking in front of lawmakers, actually making a difference and an impact that could possibly influence at least 2 million Filipinos with psoriasis. So that's really a big thing. And I'm grateful for Miss Universe Philippines because of me joining Miss Universe Philippines, I was able to be in this event, in this historic event. Yes.
How did you get that passion to advocate for psoriasis awareness? What's that story behind it?
It really roots down to my parents because as public servants, both of them are police officers. When I was a kid, I've always been with my mom whenever she goes to outreach programs, whenever she speaks on seminars. And so I feel like I have that instilled in me as young as 2 years old, 3 years old, because I was always with my mom. I was always with my mom. So, service-oriented na talaga ako. When I was in elementary, I even ran for public office. I was the SPG president in my school.
Oh my God.
Yes, and then when I was in high school, I put up clubs such as an environmental club. I also joined our SSG, and I started volunteering at 13 years old in our NGO, which is Protect, Feed, Save Incorporated, that helps street children or encourages street children to go back to school. And I kind of saw results in college when the NGO really had someone who graduated in college or for college and had a job, and that motivated me to do more. Because I realized that if you do things consistently, even how long it takes, there would be good results, and I hope to do that in the future. That's why I'm still doing what I do, even if no one is watching.
I find it so interesting, and actually I find it very inspiring when you said na you have to do things even though no one is watching. Because when we are in Miss Universe, when these women are competing, syempre the spotlight is on you guys, and a lot of people have the attention on you. But at the end of the day, more than just the styling, more than just the fashion, the gowns, all the pasabogs, at the end of the day, there is a story behind each individual. There are advocacies that you guys represent. And I feel like because of your story and what you've shared, talagang a big part of you is a leader. Would you say that you have what it takes to be the transformational leader that Miss Universe needs?
Of course. I mean, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't join if I did not believe in myself in the first place. Last November, I left everything in Mindanao, and I left everything in Mindanao and started training just so I could pursue this dream. And during the past months, during the past weeks, I've really seen how hard it is to become Miss Universe. Aside from the shoots, you still have to do the work, you still have to do your advocacies, and I'm just super thankful that given a short span of time, I was able to not only showcase myself, but also showcase those which are part of my advocacy, such as my psoriasis family, such as the children that I help in Caraga region. And so I'm super grateful for that opportunity. And I can say that even in a short span of time, I was able to help a lot of people. I was able to encourage a lot of psoriasis warriors to get out of their comfort zone, to regain their confidence by just me sharing my story, by just me being in Miss Universe, even though I'm flawed, even though I feel limited at some point. But, there's nothing stopping me, and I can really see that I am a transformational leader because of this, because I do not only focus on the glam, on the pasarela, on what other people or what the vloggers or bloggers want to see in like the stereotype media when it comes to pageantry, but I also do the work that they do not usually highlight, such as working for our advocacy. So I'm grateful for this talk because you ask these type of questions. Parang hindi lang na-objectify yung girls, but also shows the substance within us that there's more to what meets the eye.
What is one thing that you wish a lot more of the pageant community knew about you as a person?
I wish that they would see how genuine I am with my craft. I wish that they would see how passionate I am in helping others, how big my heart is when it comes to dedication in service towards others. And I can see that you will not be able to show this kind of service and this love towards others if you yourself have not received the amount of love that you need. And so I'm super grateful for my family, my community, Agusan del Norte and Caraga, for really uplifting me and molding me into becoming the woman that I am. And in this journey, being the first girl to represent Agusan del Norte, I just hope that I would make them proud, and I will continue to do my best. I know that there's a lot of pressure being the first girl to always go out and being the first girl to carry Agusan del Norte, but I'm just really looking forward to doing my best and performing to my heart's desires.
I have to say though, as a pageant fan, as somebody who's been observing all the comments and all the conversation around Miss Universe Philippines, especially this year, hearing and seeing Agusan del Norte has been very apparent. As in, like, syempre, in the past years, we haven't had a representative. And now this year, ang ingay ng Agusan del Norte. So you should be proud of yourself. You should be very proud of yourself. What is one thing about Agusan del Norte that really makes your heart happy and you want to bring to the Miss Universe stage?
I really want to emphasize the value of family that we put in. Within our families, it's a close-knit community, and that's what I love about it. It's like the whole city, Cabanatuan City, and the whole province is your family, and that has really molded me into becoming the person that I am today. I consider my family, of course, my family, my friends, my mentors, my team, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them.
So, is the team that we have here today, like your team talaga from Agusan?
Yeah, I brought them here in Manila because I believe in their passion. I believe that
Ang saya. Honest, I'm so, I feel like it's such a special experience to not go through this alone.
Yeah.
Naiiyak din ako. No, because I know it's hard. It's hard to be a beauty queen. It's like, I don't know how... Naiiyak din ako.
Girl, it's been a long day.
I know. And it's getting closer to Miss Universe. The reason why we're filming at the studio was because you just finished another shoot.
Another shoot. Yeah.
Pang ilang shoot na, and talagang siningat lang. But I feel like, yun nga, what you were saying, iba talaga ang meron kang team that supports you and loves you and sees you more than just a beauty queen.
Exactly.
Na tao ka talaga.
Yeah, like someone who really believes in you from the very beginning. And I can really like, this day, I really felt how how much they love me. Like, even if I give them like crappiest attitude, they still say that keep going, we're here, let's finish this and let's finish strong. And it really means a lot to me to not be going through this alone. So it really takes a village.
It takes
to
a
make
village.
a queen.
It's incredible. And it's one thing that we don't actually get to talk about a lot in the pageantry space because we think, okay, it's an individual, it's one person.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the preparations, the training, it's a lot of different people. The styling, it's not something that one person can do. And we've seen in the past, like, how successful queens were really supported by
Their teams.
their team,
Yes,
their
yes.
amazing teams. I wanted to ask, especially since you guys have been so busy, so many activities, so many things na, and we're not even at the preliminaries. So I wanted to ask, what has been your favorite thing so far? Or is there anything that you learned dito sa experience na to?
One of my favorite things would definitely be the travels that we did. We already went to Palawan, we already went to Boracay, and now we're gonna go to Leyte. And I really look forward to that. Yes. I really look forward. Oh my gosh, am I allowed to say that?
Okay lang yan. I-upload ko kapag nakarating na kayo sa Leyte.
Yeah. And during those trips, it's not just about the leisure, but also the work. And it's been really rigorous. If you guys see our schedules, you won't believe that we would always look great on the camera despite those hectic schedule. I swear, we were putting on makeup by ourselves and doing our hair in the middle of the night. Like 12 midnight before we go to sleep, and then early call time 6 a.m. That's our life. And I would not believe that we would be able to actually do that by ourselves. And that's how I really appreciated everything. How a beauty queen presents herself under pressure, under all circumstances. It just amazes me. And to actually finish the whole activity still strong and looking fabulous in the airport.
Yeah, I know.
Away, I know. Like, I can't believe it. It's amazing. Like, kudos, respect.
And this is just the beginning because like whoever wins the crown will continue on. Dire-diretso lang to. This is the life of a beauty queen.
Yeah,
and I like that you appreciate it because I feel like you could only do something so well if you like what you do.
Exactly. If you're not really passionate about it, you would always think of ways or things that I wouldn't want to give up, I want to stop, but if you really love what you're doing, girl, I'm going through this. I'm going on through.
I love that. So you're the first one, whenever we watch pasarelas or all the runway activities of you girls, ikaw yung una lagi, right?
Yes.
Do you feel any pressure that you're the first one out of the stage? Because I feel like that's such a big job. Ikaw yung una.
Actually, at first, I did not feel any pressure. Yeah, I did not. Kasi I was so game on giving my all, giving my best. But then when I received the feedbacks, oh, you're doing so well. Wow, I can't believe, super pasabog. There's this pressure of maintaining that and always thinking of ways on how to elevate your last appearance. So right now, I'd say that I'm pretty pressured. But over the weeks, it's what I have been really thinking about because there are days that I feel like the pressure is really coming in me. And it gets the best of me on some days. Some days, I can't perform my 100%. It's been like eating me up. It's a mental, emotional, and physical financial challenge to be in it. And so right now, I'm really trying my best to go back to my core and to listen to myself and be centered in my purpose so that I can once again show that spark and that shine on what I used to show before.
But I feel like, honestly, from an outsider's perspective, we see it. Honestly, like, I don't think you should be that worried because, like I said a while ago off camera, like when you walk down the runway, it's like a very, very good start. And I feel like it's a great thing that you're the first one out because honestly, and this is like speaking as a former candidate,
Yeah.
and then also dulo. Our first one was Albay, and she was also very energetic, pasabog, and I got confidence from her because she was the first girl out, and you give that same energy. And I really feel like it's important because you boost morale by being out there, and like being the first girl out. I think you're doing such a great job, so don't worry.
You know what's funny? I'm not used to being the first girl out because in
Talaga?
class, I'm letter Z. So I am at the last part, and now it's totally the opposite. So it's the extremes, the last and the beginning.
Oh my gosh. Oo nga.
But I loved what you said about being a confidence booster. From now on, I'd like to view it that way.
Yeah, you set the tone. You set the tone for the rest of the if and at the end of the day, di ba, parang tulungan din kayo kasi
it's a show.
It's a show. It's a show for
Yes,
everyone.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Is there anything like, speaking of, the girls, the sisterhood, is there anything that you've come to learn so far with your time together? Because this is something that a lot of pageant fans sometimes forget na you guys are human. Like, you just work together. You guys are just, yes, you're competing, but at the end of the day, you're all going through the same difficult things. So is there anything that you've learned so far about the MUPH sisterhood, as they say?
I really learned so much about patience. Patience in a way that whenever you're waiting for your turn in a shoot, maybe 5 hours or 12 hours, you still understand your other sisters kahit hindi na yan nagsasalita because you know what they're going through. And I really appreciate that because everybody is just kind to everybody. And yan yung gusto kong malaman ng ibang tao dyan, mga pageant vloggers or pageant fans, that it really takes a lot of patience, understanding, and love to finish a shoot or to finish something, or like the Miss Universe Philippines journey and show as a whole. And because of that love and understanding and patience that everybody puts in, I hope that we pull off a great show.
You will. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Just the caliber of girls this year. You guys are already doing so much. So excited also pasabog, definitely. I wanted to ask you, just to wrap things up, because I know you're tired, but I want to go back to 8-year-old second grader Hannah. What do you think would she say right now if she could see you and what you've achieved so far?
Yeah. She would say, girl, you did it. Like, even if it's not yet coronation, I feel like a winner already because yun nga, I'm able to do work outside the glam, outside the photo shoots, be able to help my community, my causes, and do the other job, like the fun part. Both are fun parts, but do both worlds efficiently and effectively, and so that's a winner already for me.
I feel like you've always been an overachiever, even as a young 8-year-old na pageantera. Nananalo, nagka-training ng Q&A. I'm really excited, and actually, I'm really excited to see you too sa Q&A.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward because a lot of people have been asking about, okay, how does Hannah fare when it comes to communications? And I'm really confident in you. So I hope na people are just as excited as I am.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that you'd like to share or anything na aabangan ng fans and ng supporters mo for the upcoming events?
Right now, in this interview, I'd really like to address my provincianas out there, my psoriasis warriors, that your dreams are very much valid as long as you put your heart and mind to it. I'm here, I did it, and so can you. I hope by my presence here, you would be really motivated to push forth your dreams. It's not impossible. We can do it.
I love that. And I'm sure that a lot of people feel seen just by you existing on the Miss Universe Philippines stage. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time
Thank
and
you
your
for
effort.
making me cry.
Di ba ang cathartic pag umiyak? Parang,
I felt like I needed that. Needed that because over the past weeks, I feel like I was being too strong. I was being super numb on my feelings. Kanina nga, they were asking me, how are you really? And my answer is, I'm okay. Parang, I feel neutral. And I feel like my...
eto na ba?
I feel like my emotional aspect is rekindled right now, and tomorrow is gonna be a great day because of this talk.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Well, I hope you know that you have a lot of supporters. Again, I honestly hindi ko alam kung anong gawin ko, ba't ba ako nag-i-interview ng it's difficult, but the way people rooted for you and requested and wanted to hear you, just know that hindi ka na mag-isa. Besides this village that you have here, you have an entire village that are supporting you and are excited to see more of you. So, ilaban mo lang, and there's more to come.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you for your time and energy. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Abangan nyo, May 13, Coronation Night.